Hello, everybody. It's Krista DeMarco, Krista Barker. I want to talk about everything. The corruption, for one, in Ironton, in Lawrence County. Guys, corruption in our county has been going on for decades. Decades. I just will say decades because my parents are early 70s, and they talk about it all the time, how corrupt Ironton is, okay? My grandmother, she's gone. She used to talk about how the mafia of Ironton, of Lawrence County, was run out of the Moose. That's their Masonic Lodge. People, we know this. We know this. We know how crooked they are. We know how they target the poor. If anybody listening to me knows anything about history and thinks outside of this area, will understand when I say it is on purpose. They target the poor on purpose. It's from big government down. It's a plan. It's a program that has been set upon us. Just like the school shooting. All right, here's the deal. Yes, it's sad. I hate that. But you're hearing about it on the news and you're getting all the graphic details on purpose to promote fear, to promote gun laws, to help us get rid of our rights. Okay? It's bad. It's really bad. It's bad that innocent children are getting hurt. It's bad that the whole accident is exploited on the news or the local news. And by the way, local news, the only reason local news is more accepted than, say, Chile or some other auditor or some YouTuber. Here's the deal, Brian, is because they can be bought. Local media in anyone's area can be bought. They say what any county councilman person wants them to say, okay? We did not need Chile de Castillo to come and tell us we had corruption for us to know this. We already knew this. Why is everybody acting like there isn't a problem? It has now become a he said, she said issue. And here's the deal. Some things that were uncovered while he was here are real. We have an officer that is suspended from or relieved from his duties. He didn't quit to go somewhere else. He really was removed, okay, or removed himself so that no other charges come upon him. It was too easy to catch him up in a dirty act. We have a video. Has people forgotten about this video? Kent Freeman, come on. He was hurt. He was pushed he was illegally traumatized and abused. Listen. It doesn't take an Einstein to figure out that Tina Slay has issues. Who wouldn't have issues losing their child to the police? Okay? But you can tell that something isn't right. You can tell something isn't right. And I believe Chili's right. All she does is talk about him all the time. Just like Ironton Auditor is obsessed with him. Like you're obsessed with him. These people, and I understand because you're either jealous that he's making a movement, that he's making a stand, and that he's part of the movement, or you're on the side that's really wanting him to go away because you think if he goes away that all this goes away, and then you can continue collecting money on the backs of poor people. You're one of two groups. Okay? The ones that are against him are one of two groups. Okay? And the sad part is, you're gullible. You guys are gullible. You're so gullible to jump on the bandwagon with Tina Slay and be like, oh, he's this. Would you show up at court if you knew the judge was against you? No, you would not. To willingly be put in that crappy place? No, no, you wouldn't. So why are you getting all upset and saying, oh, this proves this proves... It doesn't prove anything. It doesn't prove anything. And you know what? I expect him to have a record. And before it's over with, I expect him to have an even bigger record. Do you want to know why? Because he's pissing people off. And the people he's pissing off are the ones that don't want him interrupting their racketeering game. That's all it's about. That's all it's about. I have a lot to lose. I got a family. You know, I got my mom and dad. I'm lucky like that. I got all my grandkids. I'm with them all the time. I do work at home because I read tarot cards and stuff and do things like that. Or do mindfulness meditations or teach that. Or do spiritual groups. And I consider myself lucky, I do. But I can't go anywhere, I don't go anywhere. If I do, I say stuff all the time. I have a mouth that never stops. And I'm going to be in trouble. I'm going to be in trouble because I'm going to stand my ground. And I'm going to stand up for you. I'm going to stand up for you because we live in a tyrannical state. It is horrible. What's going to happen if we did have a catastrophe? Our county is going to be able to step up and push us around and put us in a camp if we don't stand up for ourselves. And we're not standing up for ourselves. I try to teach stuff and I try to tell people stuff and I try to help people out with things as much as I can and as much as I know. And I learned a little bit about the laws when I got messed over with my ticket that I'm still dealing with. But it was other times too, like sitting in the county jail on a bench warrant that was dead. It was dead. It had been dead for 6 days. It couldn't walk across the street that fast, but it did. It did. They just were too lazy to look it up. How come every search or every person getting pulled over in Ironton, it ends up in a search? Why is that? Why is that? Why are they impounding everybody's car for traffic stops? I don't understand that. Why aren't people standing up and saying this is wrong? No, people are like, oh, I'm disappointed that Chili didn't show up to get himself arrested. Do you think that judge is going to give him a fair trial? No. Do you think they're just going to drop the charges on him? No, they were going to put him in jail because they decided they were going to revoke his bond. Over what? Their setup? They set it up. Did you know you can watch council meetings online sometimes? You want to know how many cops are there? 1, maybe 2. It wasn't no 6 deep or 4 deep. Ironton auditor, you're definitely the frauditor. You had me fooled. But I had doubts. The whole time I was like, something's up with him. Only because he said, that first night, you said something about Chili being up there doing interviews, and you wanted to come and make sure everybody was okay, and you wasn't on either side. But you sure did jump to his side real fast when he got you the best iPhone out and was going to make you auditor. And I do believe you do collude with the cops to figure out your videos. I just really do feel that way. Now, I'm not trying to take sides either, Ironton auditor. But you don't give us nothing, and the views that you do get is when you talk about Chili. Guys, I'm not trying to get views. I'm just trying to understand why. Why isn't anybody else like me in Lawrence County standing up and saying, hey, this is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. It's wrong. I don't understand. If he goes to jail, it stops. It stops. Except for that I really think that there would be some other auditors, and maybe, just maybe, some people would stand up. I know that I would, but I am afraid of the 5 years over my head. I mean, I gotta be honest. I know y'all are all gonna go search me and look me up and whatever. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what anybody fucking thinks about me. I don't care. I don't care. And you know what? I would rather make a change than to be stuck living in a tyrannical state until the day I die. I would. I would. I'm not going to try to take and change your mind about anything that you might already preconceive about Ironton, Ohio, or the people in it. But there are some good people here, and there are some ones that are just need to think outside of the box. That's how I'm gonna put it, okay? Get out of your little box. And then we got the group that you ain't in. I'm ashamed. I thought there would be more people would want to stand up for what is right. I don't know. But it's about to rain, guys. Peace out.